We are now live. All right.
All right. We're live.
Right. Hello, everyone.
Just checking to make sure we're up
Live.
on Facebook.
Yes.
Facebook is working today, so that's exciting.
Yeah, but I don't think YouTube is working too well for us.
All right. It does look like we are live. Yay!
Yay,
Awesome. So, yeah, Facebook is working today, which is perfect because we're coming to you live to do our podcast for this week. And I am so excited because we're going to talk all about your trip to Walt Disney World. Woo-hoo!
Yes, I even have a little bit of show and tell.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait. Okay,
Yes.
So should we just jump right in then?
Yeah, absolutely, because there's so much to talk about.
Okay, I love it. Okay, here we go. Hello, and thank you for joining us on the Magical Traveling Moms podcast today. My name is Colleen, and I am joined with my wonderful co-host, Tina. And today we are going to talk all about the 50th anniversary celebration at Walt Disney World that just kicked off. And Tina actually got to be there in person. I'm not jealous at all. Can you tell?
Yes, it was amazing. I can't wait to share.
So she's going to be filling us in on everything she did, everything she saw, everything she ate, just all of it. And I can't wait to hear all about it. But before we get started, we always like to take a moment to say something about our amazing sponsors of our podcast, Mystical Dream Travel. Mystical Dream Travel is an earmarked travel agency and an authorized Disney destination vacation planner. The agents at Mystical Dream Travel specialize in planning amazing vacations to all of the Disney destinations, but also cruises, all-inclusive resorts to Mexico and the Caribbean, Hawaii, European river cruises. So if you are wanting to plan an amazing vacation for your family, be sure to contact Mystical Dream Travel, and they will take care of everything for you from start to finish. The best part is that it doesn't cost you anything. So thought we should mention that. It doesn't cost you anything to use them. So it's a win-win.
Yes.
So check them out today at mysticaldreamtravel.com or look them up on social media. So Tina, do you have the Disney hangover today?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I got home at 2 a.m. So I am exhausted. I had to put a little bit of eye patches on this morning so I wasn't looking too dark circled. It was crazy. Our flight got delayed like several hours yesterday.
Oh my gosh.
We were too late.
Yeah. Never a fun thing, right? But you had a whirlwind kind of trip and you did so much. I followed along with you on social media, what you guys posted on your story and pictures that you shared and stuff. So it looks like you had an amazing time.
We did. It was wonderful. It was such an amazing experience to be there for history. It was Walt Disney World history, and to be a part of that was incredible. There's a little bit of craziness, but especially in Magic Kingdom on October 1st. But it was amazing, and I actually went down a couple of days early before the 50th, which I really enjoyed. My daughter and I went down before the rest of my family joined us, but it was centered around a girls' trip, so all of my cousins went, and it was a lot of fun. But I was surprised the couple of days leading up to it, the parks were not crowded at all. We pretty much walked on everything. It was amazing. Yes, it was amazing. We did Magic Kingdom and Epcot. And it was, the first 2 days, it was really amazing before we went to celebrate the 50th. But it truly was just such an incredible experience. I can't explain it and I can't describe it. But it was very cool. I'm not going to lie. It was very cool.
One of the things that you got to do that I am sad that I did not get to do was you got to watch Happily Ever After for the last time on the last night that it was showing. I just want to cry like thinking about it, but
I know, and we did. We actually camped out starting. It was crazy. I've never seen anything like it. We found a spot, I think around 5 p.m. In front of the partner statue at the Magic Kingdom. And we hung out there until happily ever after. We took turns taking breaks, going to the restroom or getting water and snacks and stuff. It definitely was an experience for sure there. And I was shocked at how many people were camping out. Now, we did watch it close up because from where we were seeing, once they closed off the walkway there in between where the partner statue is and the viewing area of the castle, once they closed that off, I want to say around 7 p.m. with no more walk-through traffic, they moved us all up. So we actually moved up. We were closer to the castle.
oh wow.
Yeah, and I never really saw it from that viewpoint before. After doing that, I definitely like to be a little bit further back. But it was amazing. Happily Ever After was amazing. The energy of the crowd was fantastic. Everyone was sad, crying. I teared up. My daughter definitely teared up. It was beautiful, and it was really just an incredible experience to see the last showing of Happily Ever After.
Oh my gosh.
But it was amazing.
I don't know. Maybe every show is a favorite show and everybody's sad when it ends. But I feel like Happily Ever After has such a huge fan following that I know a lot of people really sad. So I can't wait to hear what you have to say about the new show.
Yeah, we'll dive into that because I wasn't sure how I was going to like it, but we'll get to that.
Okay. All right. We're definitely going to cover that. So, and we covered right before the 50th, you got to see the last showing of Happily Ever After, which is amazing. But the real reason you were there was for the 50th, and you were at Magic Kingdom on October 1st, which is officially the 50th anniversary. Just walk us through it, Tina. What was it like? How early did you get there? Was it crazy?
Goodness. It was amazing. We got up at 5 a.m. So to get to the park.
That's normal for you, but like for me, I'm like, oh my God.
Yes, I'm always up that early. Anyway, but we got up and lots of caffeine early and some quick snacks, and we headed off to the park. The buses started early that morning. By the time we got there, they had already started letting people in. So the parks did open early. It was nice to see the sunrise at the Magic Kingdom. So it was different and unique. The castle looked amazing. It was, so you walk in and they were giving these special commemorative, and I'm not going to make you jealous, one day only guide maps. I'm going to show you. They are gorgeous. Yes. And they have special like 50th stuff, all the details that were going on at Magic Kingdom, special buckets and mat, like I can't like camera angle wise. So it was beautiful.
Oh my gosh, Tina.
Yes, it was gorgeous. So these were given to every guest that came in to the park. So it was beautiful.
Wow.
And then on the way out, and it's too big to show, I'll have to take a picture. I actually put it in the stories today. So if you go look at our story on Magical Traveling Moms, I posted it there. They gave us a poster. Every guest got a poster as they exited the park in the evening.
Oh, cool.
It was amazing. But we walked in and it was just the energy and it was just so exciting. It was really magical and exciting, as crowded as it was, as the most crowded I've seen Magic Kingdom in a long time. It was beautiful. So there were lines everywhere. So the Emporium already had a line to get in for the 50th, because there was limited time 50th that day.
Yeah.
And there's some fun stories that came out of that. So I'll have to share that. But we did not stand in line for that. They did have a queue for that. We did not get in that queue. We got in the queue, the one back by the tent in the the circus area. Later in the day, we got in, and it took us a long time to get into that queue. In fact, we were like 1,395 or something. And
What?
and that queue didn't. Our availability didn't even come up till like 4 o'clock.
Was it like a virtual queue? Like you had to use the app to get onto it? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you had to scan into it. It says scanning into it.
Wow. To go shopping.
Yeah, to go shopping. And because it
was there anything left when you got in there?
There was something sold out. We did get my daughter got the Spirit jersey, which was very cute. Yeah. And we got this pin. Oops, there we go.
Oh, ooh, cute. It says the 50.
Yes, it's a limited time 50.
I love that.
Yeah, so that was day of. That's what people were mainly going, was the day of merchandise.
You only get it that day.
Yeah, and it was available until it sold out. So wow. You can imagine, it got a little crazy, I heard, in the Emporium over Starbucks cups.
I was going to say, I feel like the Emporium is crazy on a normal day. So
yes.
I can't even imagine. I don't know. I don't know if there's any merchandise that would.
We'll just say that somebody probably got kicked out of the park from the rumors I heard that went on over a Starbucks.
That is not worth a Starbucks cup, people. It's not worth it.
No. So, but anyway, but yeah, it's crazy. So, and then they were doing fun pins. So, they always do the pins. So, this one says, hopefully you can see it says Happy Birthday, Walt Disney World. And then we did a celebration one. Let me grab it here. The 50th. So celebrating the 50th.
Cute.
And then they have these cute bags. I only got a small one because I'm not real big on bags, but they have these. So you probably saw those.
Oh, wow. I love the
churches in the back. They have the Fab the 15.
That's beautiful.
So that was very nice. They have them in different sizes. I just got like a small one. So it was amazing. Wow. But let's go back to the morning, the excitement. So I will say this. So as a lot of people know, they did a lot of showing of everything the day before. And I was a little disappointed in that, I will admit, because the October 1st, was truly the 50th. I get it because there was a lot going on. So in the hub, all the media was there. We got to see Bob Chapek and Josh DeMero. It was fun to see the original cast members from 1971. What? Yeah, so it was very cool. Absolutely. They were all like there in the hub. They had it all blocked up. Lots of security, as you can imagine. So it was very cool. We also were able to. So we found a spot. And they had it blocked off originally because that Mickey and Minnie were coming out off and on, right up in front of the castle, not on the stage initially, but they were down in their new costumes, which are gorgeous.
Iridescent costumes.
Yes, they are absolutely beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. So we loved it. It was beautiful. And then they did like a rope drop and they opened, and then we were actually able to move up closer to the castle, which was a lot of fun. And they opened the show with their new morning show. So this is going to be every morning now. They're going to have the morning show. Yes,
it wasn't just for the 50th. It's
they revealed the new morning show that morning.
Fun.
Yes, and that was it. Like I will say this, as amazing as that was, and it was so exciting. The crowd energy was incredible. I would have liked to have seen that day some of the executives actually speak. So they did all of that the night before and recorded all that for on
the broadcast, because I watched it. I watched the broadcast the night before where and it's funny because I was thinking it was only going to be them showing Enchantment, and then they had the Bobs come on and talk.
Yes, the Bobs.
And I was like, oh, I didn't expect that. I was totally thinking like you. I would have thought they would have talked on the actual first.
Right. I would have too, and I would have liked to have seen that, to be honest with you. I would have. I mean, there was a special announcement, with we're here for celebrating the 50, but I think that's going to be part of the whole celebration for the next
Oh,
18
really? For
months.
like the
Yeah,
next 18 months. Wow.
yeah,
But yeah, it would be nice to have them made some kind of an appearance
yes,
during the day.
yeah.
Yeah.
That morning, it would have been. I think it would have been great. So it was just so exciting. So we actually, after all of that, we worked our way out of the crowd and we headed over towards Liberty Square, in that area, and we happened to stumble upon GMA.
Oh my gosh.
Yes,
I was
so
watching GMA that morning. I was watching. I knew you were going to be there, and I was like, I'm going to find them. They're somewhere.
oh yeah, we were somewhere in that crowd. So we were walked over, and Daisy and Minnie came over, and Ginger Z was there, and they were down in, and they were doing a quick interview. So we hung up. They come up. We got some fun pictures. If you followed the stories, they were in the
Yes.
story.
So cool.
And then Ginger Z came up, and her producer was like, "Do you guys want to make a video with Ginger Z?" And we were like, "Yeah, absolutely."
Ooh, yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
So she was like standing like right in front of me, and she did like a "Good morning, America," and we all yelled "Good morning, America," and we all yelled and screamed. So we're like in the background. You probably see Sarah better than me, but it was amazing. I haven't found the video of it yet, but we recorded video with her, and it was amazing. It was fun. There was stuff going on all day at the hub. No matter when you walked over that area, it was amazing. We saw some of the new cavalcades, which
New
was
cavalcades?
they do have a new cavalcade for the 50th. I personally did not catch it,
Okay.
but I will catch it next week when I go back.
Yeah, we haven't even discussed that. You're going back again. At
Yeah,
least this
yeah,
time you're taking me with you, so I
yeah.
don't have
You're
to
going with me
be
this time,
jealous of
so
home.
we'll talk about that at the end. But yeah, so my daughter and them actually caught it, and she videotaped it for me. I seen it, and it looks amazing. It's with the one with Mickey and Minnie. It just looks amazing. So, I did catch the ones that have been there, the princess
Right.
one, and the dance party one that they've
Mhm.
been doing as well. So it was fun. It was, no matter, like I said, if you kept going back to the Main Street USA, it was constantly packed, crowded all day long. But here's what the odd thing was: we rode, everything was walk on.
I was actually just about to ask you, did you ride any rides,
Yes.
or was it just, walking around and celebrity spotting all day?
No, I think everybody else was celebrity spotting all day long.
Yeah.
We went and rode stuff, did classics, did the classics. That's what I thought people would be doing, like riding all the classics, the
Yeah,
original
like
ones.
all the stuff that was there on
Mm.
opening day 50
Yeah,
years
and like Peter Pan was like 30, 35 minutes all day long. That never happens.
I know, right?
That's
What?
crazy.
That
That's like walk on for Peter Pan.
because they reached capacity. Now,
Yes.
I don't know if capacity now is what capacity used to be. What do you
Oh,
think? I mean, have you ever been there before when it was at capacity, like on a Christmas day or something before
I
COVID?
definitely would say it wasn't that level of crowd.
I wouldn't think so. That
But
was my guess.
it definitely was a limited crowd. I definitely think. I do know they did not allow park hopping, so park hopping was cut off at a certain time.
That makes sense because how
Yeah,
many people
so
would have been like, "Oh, I can't get a Magic Kingdom thing. I'll
yes,
do this, and then I'll go over at 2."
yeah, we actually left the park for lunch. We went over to the Grand Floridian Cafe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually kind of glad to leave it, to be honest with you, just to have a break from all the
Yeah.
people.
Right.
And then we came back because I asked, "Can we get in?" And she's like, "Yep, you have a park pass. It's fine for all day."
Like if you were gonna let me back in again, right? That's a valid
Yeah,
question.
yeah. So we wrote everything. I did. Now I know you'll be disappointed. So I did not have a chance to try all the treats, the 50th treats, and I'm going to tell you why. The food lines were insane.
I can only imagine.
Yes, because of that, the 50th. But I'm going to tell you what, the popcorn buckets. People were buying the popcorn buckets like by 5 and 6. Like 5 and 6.
Was there a limited edition one? Is it like, was it just for that day or?
You know what? It may have been. I'm not into the popcorn buckets. I know a lot of people are, but so on here, like, if I don't know if you can see, but that's the popcorn buckets that everybody was
Oh, they're
doing.
so cute. Oh my
Yes,
God.
yes. So they are very cute. I should have got one, but I was like, I'm not seeing a line for an hour for popcorn buckets.
That's where you got to draw the line.
Yes,
like,
somewhere.
How much do I want this? Do I want it enough to wait in a line this long? Like when I could be doing other things. But I'm curious now if it was like a just for that day or if it'll be sold out. Like, I don't know.
We'll have to see.
And now I got to add it to my list of things to look for when we're there next week.
Yeah, because I would probably buy it, like, because I'm assuming the lines will be a little bit shorter next week. But
I would hope so.
Yeah, I hope so too. But the food lines and were insane. They were just like.
Was there anything that was just for that day, or is it all the same stuff that's like?
I think it's all.
Yeah.
I think it's all going to be there. So the resorts have special 50th stuff. And what was very cool is the buses, you know how they have signs on them.
Yes.
They all have different things of what they're celebrating. So they'll say celebrating 50 years of memories or, 50 years of Matt. I wonder if the cast members, the bus drivers get to actually make their own and put it on there.
Yeah.
I thought that was a very nice touch too. So a lot of great details I didn't get to do, but I did try at the Cheshire Cat. That was not long line towards the end of the day before we went and found our spot for Enchantment. They had an all mixed up slushie, and I think I put that on the story when I got it. It was really, really good. So it was strawberry based.
Okay.
And I think it had some mix of some pineapple in it. So it was good. I actually highly recommend. I'd probably get it. I'd definitely get it again. So it was really good.
I already started making my list of 50th anniversary food items that I would like to try when we're there next week. So
yes. So we have to do a whole episode on
a lot.
Yes, there is a lot, especially if you go into the resorts too, because they all have specials. So one morning, they had we stayed at Coronado Springs, and we got they had a special 50th macaroon. Ooh. So it was stamped. Yeah, it was really good. We liked it. It was good. So it was good. But yeah, so we went and rode everything while everybody else was celebrity watching. We saw the celebrities we wanted to see, Right. So we went and did like all the, fun things in the park. We rode on, like I said, we only missed 2 things. I think Mine Train and Splash Mountain and Peter Pan. So we missed 3 things we did, and we didn't do Small World. So we missed like 4 things. So, but we did everything else. Everything else was wow. I was surprised. I was expecting not to ride anything really that day.
Because how early did you stop to go get a spot for Enchantment?
That we did early. So
I was gonna say.
Yeah, we did 3:30. And it was crowded. So so we did the same area. So we stayed in the same area, but this time we decided not to move up when they moved the crowd. Well, they couldn't move the crowd up because it filled in so bad.
Everyone crowd in front of the crowd, in front of the crowd.
And this time we bought a blanket. Lesson learned, we weren't sitting on the cement. So people had blankets out. Oh yeah, it was crazy. It was so fun.
So crazy.
So
you want to be you do want to be a little further back. Like you don't want to be right up against the castle because then you'd be craning your neck. Like
absolutely
trying to see all the projections and everything.
It was amazing. I did take a video, but it wasn't that good. So because I was like, but I might condense it down and put it on the story just to kind of show some of it. But I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about the new show Enchantment. And I will tell you, I loved it. I 100% loved it. I think I haven't seen it online, but I heard some people weren't too thrilled with it. but I think the online probably doesn't do it justice. The music was
Yeah.
incredible. The crowd, the energy was amazing. They, of course, they went nuts when they saw Tinkerbell. I cried. I got gave me chills. The new show, it was amazing. I mean, it's really excited to see it again, just to have a different perspective. Now, I did not see, so there, this one has projections on Main Street. I
Yes.
actually would like to be on down in Main Street to see it from that
Yeah.
perspective, because I heard the projections are incredible and it's just amazing.
Yeah. So I watched the live broadcast that they
Okay.
did before, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they did a couple of times like pan back and show you the Main Street projections, but they mostly were focused on the castle. So I didn't get to see a lot of it, but it looked really neat. But I will say that I was underwhelmed by it. But again, I was watching it on TV, and I said, you know what? I'm not going to make an opinion about it yet. I'm going to reserve it for once I see it in person, because I bet you it's a lot different when you're there in person and you have the atmosphere and, you know, the vibe, and you're seeing everything in person, because obviously when you're watching it on TV, like, it can only be so vivid.
Absolutely, absolutely. I 100% agree. I think this is an in-person show to really, especially for the first time.
Yeah.
This show was amazing. It was incredible. I cannot speak highly enough about it. I thought Disney did an
Wow.
amazing job. And I will tell you, the fireworks in the show are unbelievable.
I was impressed by the fireworks. Like,
Yes.
I was like, wow, they have really upped their firework game here. Like, I don't know what they've been doing. Like, I know they have their own firework production company,
Yes.
basically, Disney does, and I'm like, they have definitely been working hard over the last year, because there were some very impressive fireworks. Like, I couldn't believe it.
I 100% agree with that. And I mean, it was incredible. I can't say enough about it. Everybody that my cousins all went with it. And my two of our cousins, it was their first time visit. And the other two, same as us, that they have annual passes. They live in Florida, and my cousin, they both loved it too. That see the other shows, and she was the same as me. We weren't sure because we all loved Happily Ever After. And
It's hard to imagine something better than Happily Ever After.
yeah. And I was talking to a cast member the day before at Epcot, and we were talking about it, and she said it's a combination of Wishes meets Happily Ever After. And that's the perfect way to describe it. I loved it. I thought it was amazing.
Well, now I'm so excited to
Yes.
go see it in person, because I was kind of feeling a little like, oh, I don't know if I like it as much as I liked Happily Ever After, and maybe I'm kind of bummed about it, but now I'm excited.
Yeah, I think you'll like it in person. So I'm excited to see what you think. But we loved it. It was beautiful. The music was incredible. We really did if I could talk, the projections were amazing.
Yeah.
Really loved the projections on the castle, and just the fireworks they definitely upped their game on that one. I will say that for sure.
Awesome.
So yeah.
So now, what about I don't know why I can't remember what they keep calling this, but the beacons of
Magic. The beacons.
magic.
Yes.
Yes. I don't know why I keep wanting to call it like beacons of light, but they do a beacons of magic on the castle, right?
They do before the show, and I liked it. I mean, it was. I will tell you, Epcot's.
I know. I was
It's like
Epcot one looks amazing.
It's amazing.
But I haven't seen any of the other. Like, everyone keeps posting things about Epcot, but I haven't really seen any of the other ones. So I was wondering.
Yeah, so we didn't see the one in Hollywood, but the Magic Kingdom one. It was all right. You know what I mean? It was okay. You know what I mean? I wasn't like.
You were like standing there in awe, watching the whole thing. Like, the Epcot one looks like I just want to sit here and like watch it.
Yeah, the Epcot one, the pictures do not do that justice. The Epcot is amazing.
I'm so excited.
So yeah, so we can go over and talk about Epcot now if you want.
Well, before we move over to Epcot, Is there anything else at Magic Kingdom that like you did or saw or that jumps out at you that you remember that you loved that we have to do when we go back?
Yeah, no, I mean we gotta do all the things.
Clearly we have to eat all of the food, Tina.
Yeah, that's what we have to do when we get back, because I didn't do that this, because like I said, the lines that day were just, it was just so long. There's no way that we could have done any of that. Now they had a mini sipper cup over at Cosmic Rays. It's very cute. I wish I would have gotten it. But I had heard that Cosmic Rays was insane.
Oh, really?
So yeah, I had a couple friends down there that were there and trying to get in there, and they said it was just totally insane.
Well, I was wondering, so is it it's still mobile ordering, right?
Yes, it is still mobile ordering, and I guess people were waiting like 45 minutes to an hour.
That's my only complaint about the mobile ordering, is that they'll only have so many slots open for the day. And once they're booked, so when I was there the last time, I know there were a couple of days where I tried, like, you know, it was like 6:00 at night, and I thought, oh, let's mobile order some dinner, and nobody had any availability. Like, and you're not able to just go up and order at the counter and wait in a line. If you can't get a mobile order spot, then that's it. You can't.
But you still can actually do that. Yeah, and you have to ask. So you have to tell them, you're like, you just say, I'm paying cash, and they'll direct you over to the line. But I definitely think people were very strategic about where they were going and what they were getting.
Right.
At the for the merchandise and the special 50th things, because there were a couple of people, especially when we were waiting in line at the circus tent, when we finally got called to go shopping for merchandise. And I think I heard people talking and saying, okay, earlier, you know, they had a group that was over in the Emporium line, and then there was a group over in the circus line. So people were very strategic, and
organized and strategic, and
they knew exactly what they were going for, you know, and what they were doing. I will say this: the day of merchandise, it was nice, but there wasn't anything that I had to have. You know, Sarah got a Spirit jersey, and then, you know, we got the 50th pin, and that was it. There was a water bottle. I do kind of kick myself I didn't get it. But it wasn't like I had to, you know what I mean? It wasn't something that, like, you know, I think the general 50 stuff is very nice, which was very hard to find when we were there. So there's a couple things I am looking for. So I hope when we go back that it's restocked. So yeah. And then it was, you know, so definitely the day of, people had like a plan, but I could tell you some stories offline of some things I heard.
Do we need to do like a magical traveling moms uncensored episode?
Yeah, we could do that. That would be fun. The Disney version. But it was crazy. But it was I feel so blessed and lucky to have been there that day and to be a part of the history. And I even said to my daughter, I'm like, my goodness, you could be here for the 100th, you know, because she's like 15. Yeah, she'll be my age when she would go.
Right. But, oh my God! Wow.
Yeah, so it was amazing. I really enjoyed being part of that, and just blessed to be able to be there. So it was definitely incredible. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so let's move on to Epcot then, because I feel like out of the 4 parks, that's the other one that has a lot of new stuff, like so much going on at Epcot. So we talked about the Beacons of Magic, which I'm sure a lot of people listening have seen, maybe pictures or video, but it looks so cool. So how long of a show? Because I was thinking it was like a short little like 5-minute show, and it plays like every 20 minutes or something. But like what is it?
We didn't stay for the whole show process, but it actually changes. It's continuous.
Oh, really?
Yes, it is continuous. At least that was my, you know, perception of it as we watched it, because we watched it while we sat for Harmonious, because we could see we lined up for a Harmonious early too. So So we could see it from there, and it's just like it's continuous. And so it's beautiful. The lighting on that is just amazing. And I actually highly recommend taking some time to sit and watch that. Because it really is just really good. I mean, the lighting package on is really good. I can't even describe it. And like I said, the pictures, I just put some little highlights on TikTok for the Mystical Dream Travel. And so from the trip, and I put a couple pictures from there in that, and it just doesn't do it justice at all. So
Wow.
it's beautiful.
So, Harmonious, you just mentioned Harmonious. I also watched the live broadcast of
Mm-hmm.
Harmonious, which was on the 29th, right, of September. They
Yes.
did that. And I have to know what it is like in person, because it definitely seems like the kind of show, because they were videoing it from really far away. And I'm like, I feel like
Okay.
if you're there in person, like closer to the water, it must be more, you can see more and experience more.
Yeah. So Harmonious is definitely all about the spot.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you that. So, like Illuminations and even Epcot Forever, you can almost watch that from anywhere
Yeah.
around the
Anywhere
lagoon.
around the water, you could stand,
Yeah,
you could
yeah.
get a good view.
This show, for it to really make sense, it really is all about where you're standing to see
So
it.
you can't see like that big thing in the middle. Can you only really see it if you're like right dead on? So like right there or on the direct opposite
You
side of
can
the
you
lagoon.
can see it based on the angle of it,
Yeah.
I mean, different locations, but I will tell you it is. So I had a friend that saw it from Rose and Crown,
Okay.
and her take on it was she wasn't impressed with it. So
Oh,
I
and
was like,
did not
oh,
always used to be like with the other show that was a spot that I mean they would do
right,
like dining
exactly.
packages, right? Where you would have dinner there and then have
Yeah.
a spot to view the
Yeah.
show.
So we watched it from Japan,
Okay.
which is a really good spot. And there's another actually even better spot that I think would be ideal.
Oh.
Um, but I told my friend to go over there, and so she watched it again last night, and she changed her mind, her opinion on it, because it really is.
You could see it better.
Yeah, it is about, and I loved Harmonious. I loved Illuminations was my favorite. Epcot Forever was like, it was all right. I liked
I
it,
think
but
that's
it
what
wasn't.
everybody feels that way about
Yeah,
Epcot Forever. It's like, oh, it's fine for now.
yeah. But
We know it's not permanent, so we'll let it slide.
yeah, exactly. I loved Harmonious. It was amazing, and I highly um recommend staying and watch. I'm excited to see it again. It was beautiful. It was well done. The lighting, the water show, the projections, and this show is more about the projections versus the fireworks.
Okay, that's what
But
I felt like. I was like, oh, I feel like it's a lot less fireworks than Illuminations had for some
yes,
reason.
but the fireworks were still really good. I thought they were, the timing of it was amazing, and where they were shooting them off from. So we were in Japan, and they were shooting off like right by us. Like, I'm
Oh
sure they were
wow!
further away, but they were like coming out like shooting stars. It was
So that part is really cool. Where you know
mm-hmm.
there's a moment in the show where there's these like shooting star
Yes,
kind of
yes,
fireworks, and they come from like all different
yes,
points around the lagoon, and
yes.
I thought that seemed really cool.
It was, and it was kind of like, we're like, oh wow, it's like right there. Like,
Oh my gosh!
it was amazing. I loved
Wow.
it. I loved the music. I loved the song The Magic is Calling. They played that like at the very end, like after everything was done, when you're just walking out.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. But Harmonious is definitely all about the spot and where you're at.
So what? So you said Japan is where you watched it, but then you said that there was another spot that you thought was better.
Yeah, so Italy is always a fantastic spot. It was always good for even Epcot Forever and Illuminations, but really a really great spot is in between Japan and America.
Oh.
Yes. In between there's like, you could see it all.
Really?
Yeah, that, yeah. So when we go next week, that's where we're going to have to go.
Okay. All right. We're going to.
So, and we camped out. So we had dinner at Tapanetto that night. And then right after, it's about, we got done, I think, around 6:30 and 7-ish. And so the show that night was at 9:45. And so Sarah and I camped out. All my cousins were tired. They went back. Other than my one cousin Marie, she came back to watch it with us.
Was it already like crowded? Like people were already.
People were, but it wasn't as bad as Magic Kingdom, that's for sure. It wasn't as like crap, but however, on the other side of the lagoon, over by the entrance,
Yeah.
that tends to get really, really crowded.
Right.
And for the reason, because everybody wants to get to the buses quickly and leave.
Sure. Yeah. Exactly.
So I actually have never watched any of the shows in the area. I'm like, I'll take my time getting out of the park. Exactly. I'm like, I'll take my time getting out of the park. But we watched. I always like watching it from that side anyway. So we loved it. So I 100% loved it. So we really enjoyed it. So
that's awesome. So you also got to go on Ratatouille, which opened. Remy's Ratatouille adventure opened on October 1st too.
Yes.
You got to do all of the fun things, Tina.
We did get to do all the things. So Remy's adventure is actually a virtual queue, which is not. I'm not a fan of virtual queues. They're stressful.
They do that. Although, I mean, I guess, the alternative would have been waiting in a line for 3 hours.
Or longer, yeah.
Or longer, but then some people don't get to actually ride it, which is kind of a bummer, but it is cutthroat. Like, I mean, they took it away. I guess that's probably why they had to take it away for Rise of the Resistance, because how could you, to have both, like, it's too much, but it is just like Rise of the Resistance. It's so hard.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Now, I did go down early in the day. So our boarding group got backed up. I think we were 92. And we went back there. It is so adorable back there. It's super cute. They actually have a special photo pass back there. We didn't do it, but we'll definitely have to do that when we go.
Yes.
Because it's like the cutest photo pass ever.
Oh,
and then it's small back there, so it's not large. It's not very large. We did not do the Le Crêpe.
Oh, you didn't go to Le Crêperie?
No, Yep, I did look at it and see it and go in, but we didn't because we were eating around the world actually. So
what is hard is that I'm like, it's food and wine. I want to eat and drink around the world, but I also really want to try Le Crêperie.
Yeah, I know that might be a good breakfast.
Yes.
Yeah, so eat it early and then you can do the other stuff. But it's so cute back there. I'll have to put some photos in the story maybe today for it, but it's super cute. The Remy is so detailed. Is really, really detailed in there. The wallpaper is amazing. And you kind of go through the queue. We went through the queue once, like the queue, it takes a while on the outside part, as you're walking through, but once you get in, it's really fast. So we ended up walking through there pretty quickly. And the little cars are adorable that you get in. The ride. So if you are someone who doesn't do well with motion and spin, I would probably not ride it. I had to close my eyes on one part, I will say, because it's kind of spinny. But this one, it's a mixture of screens and props. So with the Disney attractions, the cars are very similar to Runaway Railway. So if you've done that, it's the movement is similar to that. But it's fun. The storyline is cute, and it's like big sets and you're getting mopped up underneath they're chasing you through. It's fast, it's quick, it's not long. It's not a long attraction.
Okay.
But it's really cute. I highly recommend it. It's fun. We really enjoyed it. It's I don't know how to describe it until you've done it, but it's just so cute. But the one, like I said, the one part I had to close my eyes, so I didn't really see it because it was like spinning a lot. And I'm like, oh,
I hope I'm okay, but that's good to know. I'll
Yes.
make sure not to of course, it'll be hard because I won't necessarily know exactly what time we get to ride it, but I'll try not to eat something right before I go on.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no crepes before that one.
Because I have a difficulty on some of those.
Yeah, I do too.
Flight of Passage is one. Everybody loves Flight of Passage, and Flight of Passage is this amazing ride, and it's the best ride all these people have gone on, and I can ride it, but once, and it makes me kind of nauseous, and sometimes
I could see that.
I close my eyes or take the glasses off. At least this Remy's is not a 3D thing. You don't wear glasses, right?
You do wear glasses.
Oh, you do wear glasses?
Yes, it is 3D. Yes.
I did not know that.
And you get what? You get a little wet.
What? You get wet?
Yes, a little bit, just a little.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
They throw the water, the mop, like they're mopping. It's fun.
All right, I hope I'm okay on it.
You should
be. Ratatouille is one of my favorite movies, so I'm so excited to try it.
Yeah, you should be, and I can explain. I knew, as soon as I felt it, I'm like, I better close my eyes on this. So you kind of, for those, if you get motion sickness, you'll know, I need to close my eyes here.
Okay.
Yes. So,
oh my gosh. Well, I really hope that we get a boarding group, and fingers crossed. We're there for several days, and I think there's at least 2 days. I think we have park passes to Epcot, or I do anyway. So I think that means at least one of those days we get a boarding group. But you also got to check out the new gift shop. I cannot wait. I've been so sad every time I've gone to Epcot and they don't have the gift shop open. What's the name of it again? I forget.
Creations.
Okay.
Yes, I loved it. It was cute. It definitely, I thought it was smaller than Mouse Gears. That was just
really.
Yeah, I thought it was smaller. It's very bright. And I thought it was very nice. They had a lot of cool stuff in there. A lot of fun merchandise and different things. My daughter actually bought a water cup, a mug for the famous paging Tom Morrow paging.
Oh yeah,
they had a cup there with that. It was so cute. And water, like a water bottle, and so they have a lot of fun things in there. We really we enjoyed it. We did not the Coca-Cola. So everyone likes to go sample the Coca-Colas.
Oh, Club Cool. Yeah, that's open again too.
It is now right next door. So you come out of Crease right there. We didn't do it. The line was just long, and I figured out.
Oh, really? I was wondering because I feel like Club Cool wasn't really that popular before.
But now it is. Yeah.
Usually a line. So I was wondering, is the new Club Cool cooler?
Yeah, we'll have to see. So, my understanding they didn't keep the originals other than the Beverly.
Other than Beverly, yeah.
Yeah, everything else is new. So
I did watch a TikTok of a girl, and she tried several of them, and she mentioned some that were good, and one in particular that was horrible.
Yeah.
So it wasn't Beverly either. It was something else. So I'm like, oh, I want to check it out. I did go in it once or twice before they changed it, but I was wondering if they would mix it up, with new drinks, but that's cool.
Yeah, it's right next to Creations. So
okay, so that's nice. So it's starting to look a little less under construction in that area.
Well, they still have the walls, but some are down. So it's not as it's still crazy.
It's not like you're walking through a maze of.
You still are a little bit going in and out, but it's not as crazy as it was. Yeah,
I'm excited to see some progress. To just see a little bit of it getting back to normal, because it is kind of sad to go there and see all of those walls.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. I 100% agree.
Can't wait for all of the other fun stuff. So was there
Yeah.
anything else new in Epcot that you got to do?
Not that we got to do, but we tried to do Space 220 in the lounge because I couldn't get a reservation. But
Right.
they had closed the lounge that day because the night before they had canceled everybody's reservation because they held a media event there. And so they
Oh
had,
my God, I can't imagine those people must have been so upset.
yes, yeah, I'm sure they were. So
I wonder if they got any kind of compensation.
well, they rebooked them. You know what I mean? To
But what
the
if that
next
was their
day.
only, well, rebook them to another restaurant, you mean?
Or well, if they wanted Space 220, they
Okay, but I'm
rebooked them
just
to
thinking,
another
like, what
day.
if that was your only day at Epcot? Like, and you
I know. I
have
don't
a
know. So they had closed the lounge.
a Bellier reservation and paying for it, Disney. That's what.
Yes. So they closed it, and then they closed the lounge because they were using it for the space to bring everyone in that that they had canceled.
Oh, so you
So
couldn't
we
go into the
didn't.
lounge.
Yeah, we didn't get. So I'm hoping next week, to get in there and try at least get into the
I
lounge.
know, because we have, so some of us managed to snag a
Mhm.
reservation, but
I
it's
know, already be
we're
gone.
leaving early, so you're not going to be able to go with us.
No, that's okay. That's all right. I'll get to it sometime eventually.
Eventually, I mean,
Eventually.
you would think eventually it won't be quite so crazy to get a reservation. I mean, right now it is incredibly hard to get a
Yeah,
reservation.
yeah, anytime Disney comes out with a new dining experience or anything new, it's always very hard to get
Everyone wants to do
everything.
it all at once, and
Yes,
yeah, and
absolutely.
it's a little
Absolutely.
nutty, but
Yes.
well, I was hoping you got to do the lounge, because I was gonna ask you how hard it is, like if there's a line or you have to wait, or how are they managing that, because you would think
Yeah,
a lot of people are trying
there
to do it.
was a line out there, so you can go get in line and wait if you want to, and then they'll take you as stuff becomes available. But I was like, I'm not waiting. I'll eventually get a reservation. I'm gonna go eat somewhere else because it could have been a couple hours, and I wasn't,
My
gonna
God.
sit there
Yeah, 'cause
for
that's the
that.
thing, is I don't know if I'd wait a couple hours, especially when it's food and wine. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, exactly. You can
it's
go.
like
So
Space 220 is not going anywhere. Like, I'll get to it eventually, but food and wine, I can have that right now.
yes, exactly. So we did do a little food and wine, not a
Oh,
whole lot.
good.
So we stopped in Italy and got the fried raviolis.
Oh, fried raviolis they have. Oh, it's like one of my childhood favorite dishes.
Oh my god, it was amazing. It was so good. And then in China, pot stickers which I am going to get again because
Yum.
they were so good. And then of course I stopped in France to get the orange slushy. You
I
can
mean, you
get
have to
it.
have the orange
Yes.
slushy. That's just,
Yeah. So and that was all food and wine that we did. Because we had this dinner reservation, at
what are you
Tepanetto.
doing
And
making a dinner reservation when you're at Epcot, Tina?
well, see, I knew because knew I was going back. So I'm like, I know we're doing like a whole food and wine thing when we go back. So
Yeah, we are
yeah,
marathon style.
exactly.
It's a good thing we're staying at the yacht club, because I feel
Yes.
like we need to be close by.
Yes. We don't have far to go.
We have
Yeah,
far to go to get
absolutely.
back to our room after all.
Yes, exactly. So, but
Oh
it
my
was, yeah, it was so good. Overall, the trip was amazing. We did see the new kite show, at Animal Kingdom.
Oh, you did? Oh,
Yes.
cool.
Um, it was okay. I was okay. Yeah, so I love the music. I love the music. I definitely think they have some things, they have to figure out with it. The kites are beautiful. They're very
They look really
colorful.
cool.
Yeah, they are very cool. It's very different. We There's two different shows, so I believe. So there's the Lion King one, which we saw from the bridge. We were crossing over and we happened
Okay.
to stumble upon it. And then I can't remember what the other one's called, but we saw that one from inside. We just came off of Everest and they were showing it, and watch that. And it's just, I think at Animal Kingdom, they've been struggling for a show over there in that area on what to do.
Yeah.
I like that it's during the day and that it's, periodic.
Well, yeah, I was just gonna say, so is there no set time, or is it like the cavalcades where it's just kind of random?
I didn't get a times guide for Animal Kingdom that day, but I think it's like periodic throughout the day, because
Okay.
with that one, it's definitely going to be weather based for sure
Well,
because
yeah, I
of the
guess
heights,
it's raining, like you can't do
yeah.
a kite show.
So, but it was good. I mean, the music was amazing, on both of them, and the kites are beautiful and they're colorful. I think it's just different. Now, we didn't stay for the evening because my flight was that
Okay.
but seeing that my flight was delayed, I probably could have
I know, you're like, man, I couldn't stay in Animal Kingdom longer, people.
Yeah, exactly. So
Tell me ahead of time if my flight's gonna be delayed.
yeah. So that was like the only new thing over there. Every park has special 50th stuff like merchandise and
And the
food.
statues, right?
Yes, they have the Fab
statues
50.
are all over the parks, right? Did you find a
Yes,
lot of them? Are they
we
easy to
did.
spot? Are they hard?
We did find them. They are not hard to find.
Okay.
Some of them are odd locations. So, like Figment over in Epcot, you would think it would be by his attraction. It's actually over on the other side. It's just a strange spot for him. But yeah, we did, and they are actually bigger than what I thought they were. They are a lot bigger, yes. So the Magic Kingdom ones. So I don't know about Epcot, but they have that new band that they released this week. Did you see that this last week? The 50th, and it's supposed to interact with the shows.
Magic Band Plus thing.
Yes.
They already released them. Like you can get one.
I believe so. So, and
I didn't see them coming out with it, but I was thinking it wasn't quite yet. Like it was not.
Yeah, I didn't look for them because I wasn't looking for Magic Bands, but they're going to be able to interact, with.
Yeah, I read that. It sounds really neat.
Yeah, it does, and you could see like on the statues they have the 50th, and it's very iridescent, like on the numbers and stuff. So I could do like a story on this. I'm maybe post this up.
You should do a story on that. I'm excited to see. Like there are so many things, Tina, that I need to take pictures of and see and eat.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I think we need to go for a longer than we are.
Probably. I am excited to actually be able to go back because then I could see, I'll be able to see
all the things you didn't get to do last week. Oh my gosh.
Yes. Yeah, so it was amazing. Like the statues are beautiful. They did a beautiful job, and I really enjoyed them a lot. And they're bigger. They're so much bigger than what I thought they were. I'm not sure what I was expecting for that, but I really enjoyed that. So, and if you get the memory maker, they're giving you like some special 50th photos and and stuff like that. So it's good, and it was amazing. I'm just overall very excited and glad. They have new cups, new drinking cups, that when you get your soda and stuff in that, the say 50th.
Wow, really?
Yeah, so it was really amazing. Yes, they did. Now that my understanding, they didn't have, because of the pandemic, get to do everything they wanted. So I can only imagine if they were able to, how amazing it would be.
Gosh, right?
So,
like what they have done.
They have buses decorated. Oh, the monorail has special lighting underneath of it.
Special lighting?
Special lighting at night. What? It's very cool.
Oh. Is the monorail line between Epcot, is it open now?
Yes.
Ah, I'm so excited.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep, they opened it up.
It was supposed to be open by the 50th, but I wasn't sure.
Yes, it is. And so they have very cool lighting underneath at night. So
oh my gosh, so much stuff.
And there's
that's it. We got to go, and we got to start making lists and
absolutely. Yes, there's so much stuff to see and do for the 50th. I actually highly highly recommend going over the 18 months.
I'm glad it lasts for 18 months because I feel like I can't just go once. Like I'm going to have to go multiple times to
Oh
experience.
yeah, to catch it all and to be able to do all the things, and especially if you want to like sample. So it's easy, like you be in the parks and sample all that, but especially the foods and the treats, and all the resorts are doing something different. For their decor stuff, they have these beautiful flags, that are out and on pole. I mean, it's just, and they all have their own. Like we did a pool night. We come back from Hollywood, we were just tired, so let's go to the pool. And they had a special drink at Coronado at the pool that was for the 50th. And so they all like have their own little things. So you can even like go there and just resort hop and do the 50th stuff. Like they have their own just special drinks and desserts and treats and cupcakes and
Wow.
all kind of fun things. So, and it's just, each park is doing, I saw the Contemporary has doing beautiful sand sculptures for the 50th. Yeah. So
that's cool.
I wonder if they're doing over at Yacht and Beach Club because that's where we're staying.
Well,
so
yeah, and a sand sculpture would make sense over there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my gosh! Well, I can't wait to see what they have at Yacht and Beach Club for the 50th.
Yes, me too. Me too. So, and the buses are decorated. Some of the buses are decorated. The Skyliner, some of the cars in the Skyliner, and they have a special wrap on one of the monorail too. And it's just and of course, like we didn't even talk about the entrance of Magic Kingdom is all decorated. The trains that the cover for the trains down, stations down. I mean, it's just beautiful.
Oh wow! Oh my gosh! Well, I am so excited. You have got me pumped for our trip next week. And for all of our listeners, definitely make sure that you are checking out our stories and our Facebook and Instagram pages next week because Tina and I are going to be at Walt Disney World from the 12th through the 17th. And so we'll be posting tons of pictures and video and all kinds of more tips and suggestions for what to do at Walt Disney World during the 50th. And I'm so excited.
And maybe even a special live of Magical Traveling Moms.
That I know we did talk about doing something. So we're going to try to orchestrate some type of a live broadcast while we're there to share all of the fun with you guys. And we would really appreciate it if you went to your favorite podcasting listening app and subscribe to us, leave us a review, and of course check us out on YouTube. We have our brand new YouTube channel, and be sure to subscribe to our channel on there, and also hit the notification button so that you get notified every time we go live or we post a new video. And we appreciate all of that. That really helps us reach more listeners and bring you more amazing content.
Exactly. So,
well, thank you for sharing all of your awesomeness on your trip, Tina. And I can't wait to be there next week with you, and we can share more of this amazing 50th celebration at Walt Disney World.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. Well, until next time, we hope all of your travels are magical.